CCTV, coming to you from the Joe Show. So, me and my friend Jonathan, right?
Yeah.
We are talking about our friend Pete
Buttigieg.
Buttigieg
I think
from
he's
South Bend, Indiana.
from South Bend, Indiana.
Yes.
He's been mayor for 8 years, right?
Wow, I did not know that. I know that he's been mayor for a pretty long time. How long is mayor of South Bend, Indiana? I mean, like, what's the term limits on it?
I don't know.
Okay, what do you know about Pete?
Well, I just, he's very young. He's 37, he was 29 when he became mayor. He was in the military before that.
He was a Navy officer.
Yeah, he's crazy smart. He's like a Rhodes Scholar and all this shit.
Also has a degree from Harvard.
He's so smart.
And he's also a classically trained pianist.
And he speaks like 8 languages.
Yes, he does.
It's crazy.
And actually, when he was interviewed by a Norwegian paper, he spoke fluent Norwegian.
Whoa.
Yes. I mean, it's like this. My show is politically toned. And I follow this. There's actually 19 Democratic candidates.
Jesus.
Do you know who's the candidates?
I mean, I know a few of them.
Okay, name the ones you know.
Elizabeth
Warren?
No, okay. There's Elizabeth Warren, there's Biden, there's Bernie Sanders.
Biden's not in yet.
And Biden's not in yet. But
Nope.
he's gonna be,
He's saying that he's conducting a study, and apparently he slipped that he was gonna run, but he's not really sure about it, so.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see.
So, who else?
There's Beto, and there's
Cory Booker.
Jonathan, how do you feel about that?
And then Sanders is in.
Really good. And then what's her name?
There's
Amy Klobuchar.
Amy Klobuchar from Minnesota, and there's also who else is it? Christian Harris from California. There's I can't remember her name from New York. She's from upstate New York. She's got blonde hair. She actually began the call out when all that went down with Al Franken. So, but I'm a fan of Pete Buttigieg. He's Buttigieg, yes. He's actually on my top 5. Elizabeth Warren is number 1 for me.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Elizabeth Warren?
She sounds great. For real, I think this is gonna sound really petty.
No, go for it.
I was weirdly bothered by the whole Native American heritage scandal.
Everybody
Trump
was.
totally blew it out of proportion. It was just it just seems stupid to me. I don't know, I feel like I shouldn't be bothered by it, but I am, and I'm just getting that off my chest.
No, everybody was bothered by it. That's the reason why she issued an apology to Boston Globe.
Yeah.
Before that, she had a really good reputation with a lot of union workers, I think, because she would stand up whenever they were. Yeah, she did a lot for a lot of workers that were abused in the work site or something like that, right? She has a good reputation when it comes to that.
I mean, what else do y'all know about Elizabeth Warren?
I know that. I know that a lot of workers would look up to her because she stood up for a lot of that's the thing she's known for, right? Because she'll go up against people that are being abused at work or something like that, or if you have a problem with your pension or something like that, or I forgot what it's all about.
Oh, okay. You ready for me to say it?
Yeah.
Okay. Elizabeth Warren started in Oklahoma. That's where she began, her studies at. And she went from Oklahoma to studying, I think, at Texas School of Law. And she went from Texas School of Law to teaching at University of Pennsylvania, the University of Pennsylvania Law School. And so she went from the University of Pennsylvania Law School to majoring in bankruptcy law to teaching at Harvard School of Law. Once again, teaching bankruptcy law. And that's where she came such a public figure, because she was used for a lot of the studies for the Senate and the Congress.
Oh, wait, so she was just so good at, so she was in law school and she was publishing these papers, and people in Congress were like, whoa, this lady gets it.
Yeah, I mean, not only was she in Congress, not only was she in law school, but she was also teaching. She was an HLS professor.
Wow, that's amazing.
I mean, her picture is hanging on the HOS, wall as one of the honorary professors that can, come and go as they please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Whoa. So, and then she stood up for all these unions and stuff?
Yeah.
And like, what else about her?
She stood up for unions, union
that's
abuse.
strict
She
out
stood
loud.
up to the big banks, the big pharmaceutical companies. When that explosion happened, and I can't remember. I think it was Washington. Was that how you say it?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, there was a big explosion that happened during the fall with the natural gas, and she stood up and said, what's going on? Why is
You mean like
Curb
that
was a
place
part of
up
that.
north of Boston?
Always.
Yes.
That where like a bunch of houses like blew up?
Yes.
That's insane. That's like,
Yeah, she was the one that conducted the meeting.
whoa. Alright, fine, I'm on Team Warren.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
So a big problem we're having like in the Democratic Party is like people picking candidates apart. So like, what have you got against some of the candidates?
Okay, so Pete Buttigieg is flawless in my mind.
Yeah.
But I barely know anything about him.
Yeah, no, but, I mean, he's from South Bend, Indiana. What does anybody know about South Bend, Indiana?
Apparently he did a great job as mayor. Apparently he revitalized the city.
Well, not only did he revitalize the city, he passed a lot of progressive legislative saying that, it should be towards more of the worker. I mean, at one time, South Bend, Indiana was actually like, part of the Rust Belt. Now it's not anymore.
Huh.
So, I mean, a lot of people apparently are against Joe Biden because Joe Biden's is apparently part of this white guy culture.
He's got white hair.
Well, I've heard a lot of bad things about Joe Biden. I don't know like exactly what he did, but apparently he's like not been great in a lot of ways.
Do you know who Anita Hill is?
You're just saying nothing.
Oh yeah, she wasn't it it was similar to the Brett Kavanaugh thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
So apparently, like, Anita Hill stood up and talked about one of the Supreme Court justices. Apparently, there's a lot of sexual harassment going on.
Yeah.
And Joe Biden still pushed the nomination through for him.
Wow. Was he a Democrat or Republican?
Joe Biden?
No, the Supreme Court justice.
A Republican. But apparently, Joe Biden has all these, Republican ties.
Yeah.
So apparently, to me, he comes off as like a blue dog Democrat.
Huh.
Do you know what a blue dog Democrat is?
No.
Clinton?
It's Clinton, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, Clinton, dude.
I mean, he's blue dog Democrat is like a conservative Democrat.
Okay.
There's a conservative Democrat and then there's a liberal Republican. Liberal Republican is that they have some, liberal views about the world, but yet for the Republican Party.
Okay.
And like a conservative Democrat is that they have some conservative views, but yet they, are for the Democratic Party.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Something else. Do you know what this past week was?
Easter.
PAX.
It was the anniversary of Mission Accomplished for the Iraq War.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yes.
Tom Cruise. Scientology.
I did not know that, man.
What does that have to do with Tom Cruise?
Nothing.
Oh, well, we were going to do that segment where you asked me questions about Scientology.
Yeah. But anyway,
I
like,
did that.
do you know anything about the Iraq War?
I know it was a big
I like
disaster
how
when
you
it
say
came
Iraq.
to the troops were pulled out, but like the democracy didn't just take hold, dude. They didn't really have an exit plan. So when Bush pulled out, was it Bush that pulled out the first time around?
Well, okay, are you ready for me to summarize the Iraq War?
Yeah,
for it,
please.
yeah.
Okay, 9/11 happened, correct?
What?
9/11 happened, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Does anybody here, know what 9/11 was?
Sorry.
How can you not know what 9/11 is?
Okay.
People are born under the 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 9/11 happened, the Twin Towers. So, everybody's, crying, because it's sad, it's Twin Towers.
Yeah.
And so he gets up, gives this big speech, George W. Bush says, we are going to fight terrorism no matter what.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, I was actually sitting and talking to my brothers. I've got two brothers who are former Marines. And we was talking about when it happened and stuff like that and how he was going to, kill every Muslim in the Middle East because of what happened and, the Twin
What
Towers.
the hell? Like, if that's crazy, you know?
I mean, that's
like,
the idea.
It's
I
just
mean,
this
that's
guy,
the.
you got this fucked up group of other guys, and he happened to be Muslim. Like, that. Whatever. Okay.
I mean, no, go for it. Go for it. If you feel it, go for it.
Why do people have to be so angry all the time? It's like just, you know.
I mean, no, that's the idea behind like conservatism right now. Is that you're angry all the time and you don't know why, and you need somebody to take it out on. So, 9/11 happened, and apparently, like, immediately after 9/11, George W. Bush was trying to find a way into Iraq. You know why? Because apparently, he was so upset about the fact that, Bush Sr., didn't actually invade Iraq. He invaded Kuwait to push Iraq back into Iraq.
Yeah.
Because that was the first Desert Storm.
That was the Gulf War. Okay.
Yeah, that was the Gulf War. So he was so upset about that, Saddam Hussein, who was known to be this, tyrannous dictator and, violated human rights, and everybody knew about it, It's not like the U.S. doesn't know that there's dictators throughout the world that violate human rights.
Yeah, when they pulled out of Iraq, it was like a really big disaster, dude. Cause imagine toppling a government, dude, and not having a plan on how to rebuild it, dude.
Yeah.
So they right at the beginning, dude, all these Iraqis were really happy. They're like, oh, the Americans are here, we're gonna be freed. But then a couple weeks down the line, they're not getting paid. They're not getting food. Like, things are falling apart, and they don't know who to turn to, dude. So it actually became more violent afterwards too. And with the troops that were left behind, and a lot of Jesus Christ, dude. It led to a lot of political ramifications afterwards too, right, dude?
I mean, that's where like
not Al-Qaeda, the other one.
ISIS
became
Yeah, I mean, ISIS
power
basically
because
took
afterwards.
over.
right. I mean, like was that region like a hotbed of terrorism before the Iraq War?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
But
yeah?
man, it's such a weird thing, dude.
Yeah, I mean, the Middle East is it's a huge. It's
Colin
huge.
Powell fought against fought a lot against the United States stepping in, dude. But there was fuck, dude. There's this really cool documentary on Netflix, dude. It was produced by Tom Hanks, and the first chapter of it is called the 1970s, and then it goes on to the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, dude. Right? And every episode focuses on a certain aspect of the decade, dude. And every single decade comes with at least 2 episodes of just political intrigue.
Yeah.
And the 2000s dive so deep into what happened with Iraq, it's ridiculous. I recommend it for anyone that wants to know about this, dude.
Huh.
Really nuts, dude.
When it's produced by Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, man.
Huh.
But anyway, even before the Twin Towers, there's this congressman named Charlie Wilson, and he actually pushed because the USSR was trying to invade Afghanistan and make them a part of the Iron Curtain, the Evil Kingdom, and stuff like that, And so he trained them. He got the CIA in there to take his, and the CIA trained Bin Laden and Al Qaeda and stuff like that, and we just apparently left them in the dirt.
Yeah.
So okay, now modern times, right after 9/11, we went in there, and apparently George W. Bush was trying to find any reason possible to go into Iraq. And so Colin Powell delivers a speech to the UN about why we need to invade Iraq.
I think he was against it in the beginning, but he was once he was convinced otherwise, dude. He turned the table. He was the one that the second he decided, at first he was against the invasion of Iraq, dude. And
Yeah.
he pleaded with a lot of people, dude. But then finally it came down to an ultimatum. When he decided to go for it, dude, that was the last that was the last gate, dude. Then the invasion of Iraq was the second Colin Powell gave in, dude. It was nuts, dude.
Well, I mean, that's because Colin Powell he still is. He's a very respected general.
That's crazy, man. You don't hear much from him nowadays, dude.
Yeah, because he felt very embarrassed and shied away from the fact that
there was no weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, there wasn't any.
There
right?
weren't any. There weren't any.
Yeah, I mean, they wasn't able to find any, and there still isn't any. And Iraq and most of the Middle East is completely destabilized. I mean, that's one of the reasons why there's like so many pilots in Somalia, is because it's destabilized. It's a destabilized region.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's scary.
No, it's true. Yeah, it's like what, like it seems like there's this whole nation where like America needs to take a leading role in world affairs, and like that seems like most people accept that as like a positive thing.
Oh man, can I?
And I think maybe
Oh, man.
it is like a necessary thing that like there has to be a country that's kind of like leading things. That's kind of like the police of the world or whatever. Like to a degree, like maybe that's a stabilizing thing. But like, how do you negotiate that without like doing all this shit where you're destabilizing, where you're just blowing shit, like making things worse?
It's not even that, dude. That is the impression we get as Americans by living here, dude. If you really think about it, dude, it's all about money. The American the money that we rely on, they took the value out of the gold a long time ago and put it all into oil, dude. It's all of the Americans' money is based on oil, dude.
Actually, not a long time ago, Richard Nixon took us off the gold standard.
Yeah, they took us off the gold standard. Doesn't that mean that we our money is pretty much based on oil or something? The majority of it, dude, is like on oil, dude. So like we need to keep a presence in the Middle East, dude, in order for America's money to be
that's what
valued
it's all
anything.
about. I mean,
That's what it's all about. In order for American currency, in order for American currency to be worth anything on a global scale, dude, we have to have control in the Middle East, dude. We need that oil, dude.
Holy shit.
It's
I mean,
ridiculous,
even
dude.
during
Imagine
World War
what's
II.
gonna happen in 200 years when fucking we reach peak oil, dude. It's gonna be fucking Armageddon if we aren't already taken over by the fucking Chinese fucking the social fucking credit, dude.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous, man. Okay, and it shows up in this bitch, dude. Sorry.
No, go for it, man. Go for it. That's
I
your.
like being the Zimbabwe voice.
But yeah, like shit, like the future is
It's scary.
The future's really
Isn't that
scary.
but isn't that weird that as
But
Americans we think that we're just trying to police the world, dude. We're not. We're trying to police the money that's important for us, dude. We wouldn't do anything unless money was behind it.
Oh, okay, but here's the question. In theory, do you think that the world is stabilized by like having this leading military presence? Do you think like in theory that's a good thing? That's something that we need? Because I don't know, honestly.
You know what, dude? Really, when most of the population wake up in the morning and watch a TV show, put in their 9 to 5, and fucking just go about life. Like most of the majority of the humanity goes about this schedule, dude. But there's only a certain percentage that are fucking military, dude, that can kill the rest of us. You know what, dude? I say that they're the ones that are a little bit out of time. Well, a little bit out of it, dude, because most of the majority wakes up every day. They may be fucking racist and they may be fucking like bad people, dude.
Yeah.
But they wake up every day and they live peaceful lives, dude. Most people live peaceful lives, dude.
Yeah, I agree with you there that
totally
most
agree.
people
I totally
do
agree.
live peaceful lives. I mean, they might be, they might have like some views on race, but that's how the way they socialize. That's their scapegoat.
Yeah, so I'm saying like that. Do we really need like to be focused on the fact that there's a small percentage of people that own a lot of weapons, and that they think they rule the world when my fucking planet, my existence, my universe doesn't come anywhere near the military, dude. Because I fucking live a 9 to 5 fucking life where I fucking poison myself with fucking booze every night, dude. It has nothing to do with fucking.
You don't
Iraqis.
really need to point yourself a boost. You can drink fucking tap water, man. Tap water. I mean, Massachusetts tap water has been tested with like 95% lead.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that? I mean, they just released a data up at Beacon Hill saying that the more drinking water you drink, the more lead you have in your body.
Oh,
Love
fuck
that
this.
lead.
Okay, here's the thing though. Yes, I agree. I think most people are good. Even there are loads of people who have fucked up beliefs about race, whatever. Like, but deep down, I think they're good.
Yeah,
I think they're good. They're just misguided. But the thing is, those like 4% of people with weapons, that like you can't. Those people are always gonna exist. There's always gonna be the small segment of humanity that's just fucking evil.
They are, and I
like,
appreciate.
how do you deal with that?
They are, and I appreciate what they do, and it takes a lot of bravery and and they deserve all the respect in the world, dude. But
no, I'm not.
Dude, should I have to wake up every morning and be like, I'm gonna go about my life because fucking there's a group of people out there that can blow me up at any fucking moment? Fuck you, dude. I live a free fucking life, dude. I appreciate if you're in the military. I appreciate if you're in another country's fucking military, dude. But my life is a different fucking universe from theirs, dude. You know, like they do not rule us because they have the weapons, dude. Deep down inside, the majority of the people are just living everyday life without having to worry about violence. Unless they live in the ghetto, but that's like a different story.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Color?
But no, I mean, did somebody tried to comment? I don't know who. Hope they try again. But no, I agree. I mean,
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah.
It's super awesome. It's awesome to think about. I love it.
But it's like we only live in this reality. Like I think.
So I mean, here's a question: do you see us as like the evil empire?
Oh
in
man,
a lot of ways,
is there an evil empire, dude? Maybe by perspective, dude.
Hello.
But like evil acts do happen. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I mean,
Caller.
Does the color keep? Are you punching the?
Yeah, I'm
correctly?
probably punching. But no, do you see America as like the great evil empire?
I think it's more complicated than that.
Oh,
I think we do a lot of really bad stuff. I mean, we are maybe. I mean, it's not like we're worse than Russia or something, are we? Like.
I don't know. I mean, at one time, like Great Britain was seen as the evil empire.
Yeah.
And now some people.
I want to hear the color.
Yeah, we want to hear you. Are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, Barbara, do you have thoughts about all this? I mean, I'd love to hear your
Number
perspective.
one, no swearing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And number two, I want to buy all those pretty stuff on there for $1,000.
Oh my God,
What?
Jana will give it to you for free.
She would.
Beautiful.
Hey, Barbara.
$1,000 for them.
Woo!
Barbara, I just finished recording an album. I'm a musician. Do you want a copy of it? Whatever. Fuck it.
What?
Sorry. No, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Free album.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's putting out a free album
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna watch it. No more swearing.
All right.
Alright, sorry.
Bye.
Bye. My God, I embarrassed myself in front of Barbara.
Oh, that's alright. Just let it go. So, I mean, do you see us as? Do you see America as the evil empire?
I see corporations as the evil empire.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. That's what I'm saying. If there's like real evil, it's like it's like there are just a few evil people who want to consolidate power and money, and they just don't give a shit about it. They don't give.
So, in other
whatever
words,
about
like
people
Dick
that way.
Cheney, right?
Yeah. So it's like it's.
I mean, Dick Cheney is definitely like the definition of evil.
Or Mitch McConnell, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like that. When I think about evil, that's what I think about.
You think about Mitch McConnell?
Yes. That's like the epitome of evil for me.
Oh,
Because there's like no mitigating thing. It's like, okay, maybe Osama bin Laden, you know, he had a really tough childhood. Like, whatever happened to Mitch McConnell? Why does he want to ruin everything for everyone?
No,
Why
I
does he
kind of
want to take
rationalize
health
it
insurance away from
Osama
millions
bin
of people?
Laden.
Why does he want to completely wreck the U.S. economy by giving all the money to rich people? Like, why does he want to then use that as justification to cut Medicare? Like, how much more evil can you get? Who's more evil than that?
That's pretty evil.
Right?
yeah, I mean, you can kind of rationalize it with Osama bin Laden because, you know, he was fighting against, like, this great evil empire.
He was really pissed off about something, you know?
I mean, some people
probably
see him
believed
as a
in what he
terrorist, some people see him as a freedom fighter.
I mean,
right?
okay, he was a bad person. Like, you don't kill people, but like, he was a terrorist. Like, I
Yeah.
don't condone what he did at all.
Oh, no, what he did was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what he did was horrible, period. You know, he killed thousands of people all in one day. You know, he was the mastermind behind it.
And look at all the suffering that caused by extension. All of our activity in the Middle East. You know, it just like set off. It was just like,
It was this giant chain reaction.
This giant awful chain reaction that you know, maybe he wasn't the beginning of that chain reaction, but he was part of that chain reaction.
Yeah. But I mean, like individuals like Mitch McConnell and like you know, Dick Cheney, you know, apparently they, you know, sit up in like the desk in D.C. and they, you know, look down upon like everybody else, and they decide, you know, how much money are they gonna make behind it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I
Don
mean,
Giovanni, whatever his fucking guy's name is, that guy's evil.
Who's
Oh,
that?
fuck
Yeah.
the guy
John
who-
D. Giovanni.
You shut down EMF.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, for
Oh,
real.
I'm sorry. I
Well,
stole
see
it.
here, one of the things I see, in association to Al Qaeda is the IRA. You know what the IRA are?
Yep.
But
Irish
Irish-
Irish Republican Army.
what's
Those
that?
guys would set up bombs all over like places.
Yeah, they set off bombs all over England.
I forgot what they stood for, man.
They stood for the freedom of the Ireland. They felt that the English needed to leave Ireland because apparently, like, Ireland split between Northern Ireland and the Irish Republic. It goes back way into like the 1700s to like everybody's fighting against like the English and Irish and stuff like that.
Oh my god, read this comic book called Punk Rock Jesus, man. It has to do with it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But in the future. It's sweet.
But see here, I kind of see like Al Qaeda and IRA, kind of like the same understanding behind that.
Yeah.
But yeah, my show's getting ready to end.
Yeah, I think it's not just it's about radicalization in general, and that happens all over the place.
Yeah.
It's a scary
Whether it's
thing.
religion, fucking greed.
And if you wanna fix
Boredom.
things like that, that's where you need to start. You need to foster an environment that is not conducive to radicalization.
Yeah.
You need to foster environments where people come up with like reasonable beliefs and want to help each other.
Yeah,
and stuff.
education for the kids.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
sure,
I agree with that. Education, hospitals, and stuff like that. Some way
Yeah.
to stabilize that place. Y'all have a great night.
Don't
Bye.
you play soccer?
Yes, I do.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I was
Fantastic
thinking
news.
about that. Charva,